Welcome to the Raw Approach. We are here live inside our friend Brett's house. Today we have a very special guest. Her name is Chelsea Cox, and we're here to talk about today depression and anxiety. So I'm going to pass it on to Light Bright.
Hey y'all, we back. This is season 2, episode 2. And today we're at Brett's house just because we want this to be a homie type of experience for you. We want you to feel like we're just cousins sitting at the table talking, because we really need y'all to feel this. We really need y'all to understand where we're coming from about this. And we just want to help somebody and touch somebody with these topics that we have today. So before we get into the deep topics, we're gonna start with our girl Britt. She gonna come with the hot topics. Go ahead, Britt.
So, I know. Have y'all guys heard of Big Brother? Big Brother is basically a game show it's a reality game show. Some do celebrities and some do like regular people.
Smojos.
Yeah, people we don't know.
Right.
So this time I've never ever in my life watched Big Brother. Let me say that first. But Tamar Braxton, whoop whoop,
Whoa.
she actually took the whole thing, so she won Big Brother, and I'm so proud of her.
Yes.
Everybody knows that I love Tamar.
Me
period.
too. Do it,
So,
Tamar.
whoop, whoop.
And she's a fan of Big Brother too.
She is.
She's a
Yes.
big fan. She came in and said she was going to take it home.
She said she was gonna win, and Candy Bird, she was actually on the show.
Okay, yeah, I think that they had a little something going on.
They did, but you know what? It was a healing process for them.
Mm-hmm.
So they were good friends before.
That was with the whole.
They were good friends. They was on tour together.
They fell out with the
tour.
The tour, but it was because T.S. Madison and Kai.
Yep.
I forget what the song she sang.
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
But it was over a song.
Yeah, they fell out over that.
Yeah, and so basically, the game for them it healed their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh, that was
So
good.
they basically walked away.
Because what I seen was her crying and Candy was laughing like, girl,
Right,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was like in the beginning, they both, yes. In the beginning, they both was like, okay, girl, like, we still got this tension. I'm not here for you. You know what's up.
See.
So as time went on, they did good, and I'm glad for the both of them, because as black women, we don't need to be tearing each other down on TV. We have enough ratchet TV as it is. Mm-hmm. So therefore, it was good to see 2 top celebrities fix it. Also, Miss Cardi B.
Oh
yes,
congratulations. We love Cardi B.
Cardi B. And she done won her Grammy.
Okay, Grammy. All that hard work.
Hard work. She has done it. I mean, here's a girl who came from Ratchet TV, as we call it.
From the pole to the Grammys. You better come through. That's a stripper
all
dream.
The way.
Yeah,
stripper dream. She showed you how to get the bag. Okay.
The pole. Love and Hip Hop.
Yes.
She took a big risk. She said, I'm not doing Love and Hip Hop no more. This is not what I came on here for.
She only did like 1 or 2 seasons, right?
No, she did 1 season.
1 season, yeah.
I believe it was 1 season.
She was popping off that.
Yeah.
She said that's it. That's not what she basing her career off of. She was going to make it without the show.
Yeah.
And she did that.
She did, because a lot of people on that show ain't making it.
She wasn't planning that song when she said, I'm making money moves.
Okay.
I ain't got to dance. Well, you better come through and make the money moves then.
Period.
She hushed up all them haters, okay?
So it was a good thing. And she was like speechless. She didn't know what to say. Aside from the fact that, her and Offset just, all that humiliation. She just got through with all that stuff. So now it's like, okay, I done won me a Grammy. I'm good. Okay. So I'm so proud of her.
She is the Michelle Obama of the strippers.
She is, though. She is. She like
the stripper. Okay. She come through. That Grammy come through.
Beehive. So I'm so happy for Tamar and Miss Cardi.
Yes,
congratulations
on both of them. Grammys, and speaking of Michelle Obama was at the Grammys.
She blessed us
with
her presence. Okay. And she came through dripping.
Yeah.
Her the usual. So I was happy to see all 3 of them, and it just was like, okay.
Yep.
I see 2019, you know.
I was saying some of them outfits though. Them outfits.
Yeah, the outfits at Grammy was nice.
They were nice. They were nice. Cardi, of course, killed it. She killed it. I was feeling it.
She is fashion.
Don't be mad if I come through with that dress at my birthday.
I'm not gonna play.
Don't hate now. Don't hate when I come through the party.
Okay.
Shut it down.
All right.
Because I'm ready for all that.
Okay.
So we had a week off. Then we had a week off.
Yeah.
It was a pretty interesting week. It's Valentine's Day,
Yes.
How did y'all Valentine's Day?
Well,
Let me ask that first. How did y'all Valentine's Day? What did y'all do?
Well, as you know, I'm single, so single has a greater rice. So my Valentine was wonderful because I did what I wanted to do with who I wanted to do with me.
Okay.
Boom. How was yours, Chelsea?
It was cool. I mean, I think I went to work. And
Yeah, I think I worked too.
I worked too.
Yep, see, always working on Valentine's Day.
I was working. I had some gifts. It was a surprise. It was really nice.
Okay.
You know, and then I went to sleep like everybody else.
He's the only one at the table with a love
Right,
life.
that's right. Amen.
Okay.
I'm still single out here. You know.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, I appreciate all gifts. I love all dates, preferably food. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am accepting.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we gonna put together a little speed dating type of situation.
Yes.
When the weather break, we got y'all because we all single and we ready to mingle. Okay. I am too fine
They rated it.
to be out
He
here.
said, I'm staying to self.
Oh, we
Okay.
gonna put this together though.
He can mingle a little bit. Dang. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm just saying.
We ain't say you looking for a significant
I ain't
other.
looking for no significant other. But
We just try to have a good time, right?
We have a good time.
Yeah. So I told y'all how my mama married to Christ, right? Y'all know
Amen.
she's
Hallelujah.
super saved.
Hallelujah.
Like she need an S on her chest. That's how saved she is. So I sent her some edibles from Jesus for
Okay.
some edible arrangements from Jesus.
Okay.
She deserved it. She been dedicated to God. Okay.
So, how you said from Jesus?
From Jesus.
Jesus out here pimping.
Church folk gonna send me to hell. Okay. So I'm just playing.
I'm playing too much.
Hey, y'all stay married to God, okay?
Please.
But thank God that, you know, my mama's still out here saved, celibate, living for Christ,
Yes.
okay? And I'm really like trying to get there. Like I'm really trying.
We are.
I'm trying. After my 30th birthday, I'm really
That's it.
working on
Working
it.
on it. Okay.
Like what prophet say today? You gotta wing yourself off. I felt that in my bones.
Slowly.
Wait, prophet said it today. You got to wing yourself off, and that's what I'm gonna do.
What it takes.
These few months leading up to my birthday, I'm gonna wing myself off because I just like he said, you can't just. It ain't gonna be one day. You know what I'm saying?
It's not gonna be one day. It's gonna be a
Especially when it's
process.
something you love.
Yes.
When you gotta love that.
Like,
thing.
You gotta love that thing.
It's a process. It takes time.
It takes time for
Because
y'all
it
to work
ain't
with.
just not overnight.
Okay.
It's a time. So
So, you know, hopefully y'all continue to work with me
Yes,
through this
we will.
process of me trying to get myself together.
we will. You just be strong.
I'm trying to be strong. Y'all know this whole Sullivan thing ain't easy.
Right.
You know, people don't understand when you're really trying to live right. You know, they tempt you with Hennessy.
Hennessy.
Everybody know Hennessy is the get loose juice.
Is the
Man.
devil. It's the devil I'm trying to.
Anything possible.
Anything.
Anything possible.
Period. I'm telling you. It ain't right.
Oh, Lord.
Now the church gonna kill you for real now.
Anything.
Anything, Lord Jesus.
Look, if you ain't never had no Hennessy before, you know what I'm saying? You don't get this. You can't relate.
Can't relate.
But
If you
for
had
people who drink Hennessy and
Blue
had
Mother
Hennessy
or a
before,
Hurricane or what the light drinks called, that's good. Them drinks is good. So if it's anything close to that, then that's how Hennessy feel.
So y'all, let me tell you, I had somebody in my inbox talking about coming to drink and chill. So y'all know I thought that was an insult. Y'all know, like, I hit the roof. But I'm working on this, not going off on people and cussing people out and stuff.
That's
And I
good.
felt like that was a test.
That was a test.
That was a test. So let me see, I typed the whole thing out. Look, it's a process.
It's a process.
I typed that whole thing out. I sent it to a friend. Like, this is what I want to say so bad.
So bad, but I ain't gonna say
But
it.
I ain't gonna say
I
it.
ain't gonna say it.
What I said was, you know what, sweetheart, I only drink at bars. And, you know, I really don't even drink like that, you know. So I'm probably about to go hit a little bar or something. If not, then I'll probably just go home and chill. When somebody got their own everything and, you know, ain't out here struggling.
The chilling is not an option.
You know?
The chilling is not an option
No
for me.
Netflix and chill.
We on
I'll
Netflix
chill
and
myself.
chill,
I'll
right.
Hulu and hang out by myself.
By myself.
What I need you in your bottle for?
Okay.
Thank you.
I can got my own liquor
Very
if I want to
capable.
drink.
Already
Yes.
open, already used bottle.
Okay. Okay.
Right? Talk about something you had last night that you had from last night
Right.
you didn't finish. Come on, come through.
About this much left. I'm passing. Thank you.
Okay.
Please. I ain't gonna say it was a deacon. I ain't gonna say that.
Uh-oh.
I ain't gonna say. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
What deacon was it? What deacon was Jesus?
Listen. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, I be trying to. Of course, not from my church. We ain't got no deacons. But y'all know, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, ain't nobody exempt from getting put together.
You know.
And I'm just because I'm doing it nicer now, don't take that as a weakness. Because if you keep pushing, then you gonna get what you asking for. Okay, so
Folks don't understand the word no.
they don't.
They don't.
Even
They
if you
wanna
say it
keep-
nice.
Yes, they want to keep coming back and no. The word is no. Now this third no might get you cussed out.
Okay,
in
because I done
Jesus'
told
name.
you once, and I done told
Or
you
might
twice,
get you blasted out.
and you still not listening.
I done had husbands in my inbox that I had to let down, like, just real
That's
polite.
ridiculous.
Like, you got a whole wife. You want to take me on a date? Take your wife on a date.
Exactly.
And I'm not one to
That
expect.
greedy self. I was one to cuss right there. Ooh. Greedy self. That was something else. Take your wife on a date.
Please, that's what I said. Why don't you use that and take your
Okay.
wife on a date?
Because 9 times out of 10, you ain't took her on a date in a minute.
Exactly. So do y'all think I should have told the wife? I don't be giving people relationship
You know
problems.
what?
I would have screenshotted and sent it.
See what it is?
It's a nurturing
Yes.
trying to do better.
And I would have
Just
also,
leave it alone.
That's
I would
right.
I would
But the
have
old
also
me,
sent my
mess
reply
screenshot,
and have my
messy.
reply in that screenshot too, so she can't say, "Oh well, you probably tried something." No,
You're
no,
right.
no. You blocking
The whole
everything
thread.
out. The whole
The whole
thread.
thread.
If you gotta do, send a video of it. This is it. That's
But
it.
you can have somebody husband on whole tape and they still
Yeah.
will be like, that ain't him.
that is not
That ain't him.
Well, that's Eddie Murphy said the best. That wasn't me.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can do that. That's why I just was like, to avoid the headache and to avoid the drama,
Yeah.
it's like a no for me. Like, it's a
Yeah,
no-go.
I feel it.
And then he wasn't persistent when I shot him down. He wasn't like,
Yeah.
so that's what really made me like, okay, so you got it. You
Right.
you understand.
I got it.
But for those that keep coming back after you talking about you want to drink, you want to chill, you want to do, I am about my bag. If it's not a networking event or if you ain't trying to network on
Yeah.
some money stuff,
Do not
you
contact
trying to,
me.
you
Okay.
know,
Don't contact me.
please stay out of
I got the rest of my
my inbox.
life to hang out. Well, let me
Okay.
secure something real quick.
I'm trying to secure
so that I
that
can go hang
Yes.
out. Okay? Thank
If
you.
I'm hanging out, trust me, it's a
Okay.
purpose. Okay,
Priority
it's something
number
to
one.
it. If I'm hanging out, if it's not a special occasion, somebody, what is y'all celebrating? Why is y'all going out every weekend? What's going on? Y'all celebrating poverty?
Okay. Period.
Yes, what's the celebration?
What is
for?
the celebration? You out every weekend. What is we
Okay.
celebrating? Because
Some
I'm pretty
people
sure your
grown
money ain't that long for
And
you
some
to
of
be
these
out
grown folk out
every
here
weekend.
don't deserve a birthday party for themselves.
Okay.
You got too many priorities that they ain't taking care of.
You got all this to do, and you want to hang out. See,
Yeah.
y'all gonna need to read the Bible. Go home
Okay.
and read the Bible.
And some people miss their opportunity.
Fast and pray.
Right.
Yes.
Fast and pray, okay? Y'all need some direction.
Hold on, guys. I'm changing here.
Okay.
You gotta come through and preach.
I'm just saying.
But y'all, it's been a lot going on with these situations, and I feel like I've been getting tried. Best friend, last week, like,
Yeah.
y'all, this girl called me out my name. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
When I called on Jesus right on the phone, sometimes what pastor say you gotta call on Jesus for some stuff you got to call on Jesus for God to fix it.
Yes.
She called me a B. I said, Jesus!
And the phone went click.
the
It
best
was.
thing
I
right
was
there.
like, I ain't shot me. I said, where did this come from?
It threw you back. It threw you back.
Yes.
It took you back. Mm-mm.
I had to
But
text.
you know-
I text sis. Sis like, well, what happened? I was like, I had to go up on somebody.
Hey, you know, I made that phone call right back to that person.
Cause you know we
Listen here, we ain't
we
doing
like we
that.
gotta pull up or
Yeah.
what's up?
What's the
'Cause
issue? We ain't
your
having
mouth.
this.
I think people need to learn in 2019 to watch their mouth. You cannot talk to people any way that you want to talk to them.
You
cannot do that because you don't know what's going on in the next person's mind.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So you can't just be like, no, I'm gonna say what I want to say and it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
That person might be, you know, in a different world, and you didn't say it. You didn't say what you wanted to say,
Mm-hmm.
and next
At
thing you
their
know,
last
boom.
straw, they last breaking point, and you just said something that you wanted to say because you wanted to say it, and now
And tick tick boom.
now you beat up.
And that brings us to our topic because my mama always told me like to think about what that person could possibly be going through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You may not know what they dealing with on a daily basis. Just like the young lady that said it to me, she wound up apologizing, but I gave her that chance. See, if I would have went off on her, then she would have never had that chance to apologize.
Exactly.
So she did, even though it wasn't a real apology, I still accepted it because at least she did it, you know?
Yeah.
Now, I know she's struggling with going through stuff mentally. So that's why I'm like, you know, it's cool. I'm going to move on with my life. I'm not going to dwell on this because
It's
anger,
not even worth.
exactly, it's going to make me sick while you out here living your best life. I'm going to be mad because you called me on my name. Girl, you ain't stuck on my back. I'm good, you know?
Good. Yeah.
So you never know what people are going through, which is why Chelsea has this event. It's called Mental Health Matters. And she's going to be covering the topics of anxiety and other obstacles that young people and young adults face, bringing awareness to depression and things of that nature. So we're gonna let her go ahead and let her talk about this event. This event is February 23rd, May 11th, and also August the 31st. It's in Southfield on 8 Mile. It's at the church, right?
Yes.
It's at Efficacious Ministries. Pastor, prophetess,
Yeah.
doctor, TV personality, mother,
Author.
Teresa Cox.
Yes.
Yes, she is the visionary of that church, and we're just excited about this event. We're gonna go ahead and let Chelsea just give a little background. What should the young people expect to get from this event?
It's going to be very informative about depression and anxiety. It's a topic that's, you know, it's people really don't talk about it as much as they should, and that's why so many young people are suffering from it. And it's important that we bring awareness to it because there's so many people dying of suicide, and it's so much silent depression and anxiety with you know, young people, and a lot of us are hurting really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's causing, you know, relationships and families to be broken apart. So it's very important that we start bringing awareness to this, because once you understand what you're going through, it can, you know, start your deliverance, and it can start change, and it can bring change in your life. So I think it's going to be a great thing. I'm excited about it.
I'm definitely excited to be a part because, you know,
We too old, but keep going. So that whole be a part, like, yeah,
well, I got
mentally we'll be there, like,
personally invited, right? Okay, I'm personally invited.
Of course.
Y'all see it for yourself.
Right.
Personally invited because I really love this topic because we don't talk about it, especially. I want not to put a culture onto it, but especially in our Black community,
Yes.
we don't talk about depression. We don't talk about anxiety. We don't talk about going to see a therapist. We don't talk about any of that stuff. We barely want to go see the doctor. So this is very important for all ages, 18 to 25,
That's right.
to go and be here. What's the address? 17.
It's 17390 West 8 Mile, Southfield, Michigan.
Southfield, Michigan.
48075.
Yes. So if you can.
It will be from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay, so go ahead with the address one more time and a date and a time.
It's 17390 West 8 Mile, Southfield, Michigan. It's 48075. That's the zip code.
Perfect. And we definitely want to support. I'll definitely be there and support because this is an amazing topic. And
we're gonna be there in the back.
Yes, if you can make it,
we're gonna be in the back.
If you can make it, get there. Be there.
Especially young people. This is gonna be an environment for you. This is gonna it's gonna be no old people there judging you
Except
or
not judging
that. So this is a space that is going to be comfortable for you to open up and tell what's really going on. We really want to get down to the bottom of this depression because this is hard with these millennials. These kids is like really going through, which is why I try to make sure that I extend the support to my little sister, her little friends, like any young people that I can touch or you know what I'm saying, make a difference in their life. I try to because I understand what they're going through because I've been there. I was a young person and at that time it wasn't social media. So now it's even harder because everything you do is getting posted or you watching what somebody else living their best life when they really ain't living their best life. You know, like
people not telling their real truth, the struggle, what's going on behind all that. The depression.
How they got that? Like how did you get there?
How did you get there? What was the struggle part? What was who did you have? We need support. Support group behind you, people to help encourage you when you get sad, when you get depressed, when you get lonely. You need people to boost you up and support you.
Speaking of support, I'm not sure if anyone saw that VH1 episode with Black Ink Crew Chicago, where for depression so bad they were on not vacation, but they were in Las Vegas doing a tattoo convention. Okay. And he was having a good time turning up, like literally turned up, and he just could not shake it. And you can tell that it was real and it wasn't acting, it wasn't staged, because even the producers were like, okay, this is serious. Yeah. He was saying like he didn't want to live. He was saying like he wasn't worth it. I know that he had recently broke up with the young lady that he was seeing. His music career ain't going the way that he thought it was gonna go. And, basically he had a lot of people depending on him. Yeah. And he felt like he let everybody down. And he felt like he a waste of space. And when I tell you all the cast members, all his friends, they was there to comfort him. Yeah. They was there to lift him up when he couldn't lift himself up. And like I said, it's very important to have those type of support systems. So, Chelsea, with you having this event, I'm pretty sure you have tools for these young people to be able to not necessarily get through it, but at least make it one day at a time. So what's one thing that you would give a young person who is depressed right now, other than, we know you're supposed to pray, we know you're supposed to give it to God, you're supposed to talk to God, but what is something that they can do on their level?
Well, you want to utilize your support system. That's what depression does. It makes you feel like you don't have one. But it's there's always help, and you have to understand that you're not a burden. That's the number one thing. You're not a burden, so there's always going to be one person that's going to listen. Yeah. It's very vital to have a support system because you can't do it alone. And a lot of people try to do it alone with self-medicating, alcohol, turning up, smoking weed, and what you're really doing is you're digging a deeper hole. So you have to utilize that support system and accept the fact that you do need help. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to need help. And that's the start of the healing process is realizing that you do need help.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So with the support system, as being somebody's support, be able to uplift and actually listen and hear the person. Yeah. Because you want to take somebody serious that is coming to you and saying, hey, this is what's going on in my life. You can't take everything as a joke or
no matter how small you feel like it is to you.
It doesn't matter.
Their mountain may be your molehill, but you still gotta respect them for feeling the way that they feel because they got feelings too.
Absolutely.
Yes. And something so major to them, it's major. Don't take it lightly because people commit suicide every day. Because they feel like they feel like they didn't have a support system. There was nobody there to listen to them, even to be a shoulder to cry on. So sometimes we just need to be there for a person, whether we feel like it's something major or not. And I think for me personally, I have had a lot of friends that have been like suicidal. And I have always been that friend that you can call and I'm listening. You know, sometimes you just sit on the phone and you listen. You don't respond, you don't say much. You just listen.
They need that outbreak.
Because that can save somebody's life.
Just
real
listening.
quick. And so it's so important to listen.
It is
very important.
That's definitely, if anyone is suffering, if you're suffering, or anyone you know that's suffering from depression, there is a mental health helpline that you can call. It's 24/7. The telephone number is 1-844-549-4266. That is, once again, 844-549-4266. So if anyone or you yourself are suffering and you feel like you just can't make it, call the helpline. They'll be able to help you. It's 24/7, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Call, get the help you need. They'll talk to you, they'll listen to you, and they'll help you through it. If you feel like you have no one else, please just call the number to get help.
And we also want Chelsea to give out her social media information, just in case you have any questions in regards to the event. If you need a ride or if anything for that nature, like, just make sure that you hit her up, and we'll see what we can do as far as seeing if we can get someone to come get you. We definitely want to get all the young people there. I'm volunteering myself to come get. I can fit 3 people in my car. 3 young people can fit. At least 3 or 4 young people can fit in my car. I'm volunteering myself.
Yes,
so if anybody hits you up and say that they need a ride, we're volunteering our vehicles, because this is a very important topic, and we need to get the young people there. This is not for her. This is for y'all. She went through it, and she's trying to get y'all the keys, the keys that you need to get through this. Yeah. So if you just going through it and you tired of people telling you to pray, and you tired of folk trying to tell you to go to church, and you tired of church folk, this ain't got nothing to do with church folk, because y'all know how I am about the church folk. this is all Chelsea Cox.
Yes.
We all know that she the baddest drummer in Detroit.
Baddest drummer in Detroit, okay?
But outside of that, she do have this ministry that she's trying to bring forth, and we gonna help her push that thing. The Raw Approach is definitely behind this event, and we're definitely looking forward to seeing everybody out. You can hit our inbox. You can hit Chelsea. Go ahead, Chelsea, with your information.
My Facebook is just simply Chelsea Cox. My Instagram is CBRI That's CBRI and then official. So you can hit me up on Facebook, Messenger, my DMs on Instagram, and I'll get back to you.
And then you can contact us at therawapproach@gmail.com. Our Instagram is therawapproach@gmail.com, and our Facebook is The Raw Approach. Oh no, our Instagram is The Raw Approach, but and our Facebook is The Raw Approach. So you search The Raw Approach, and we'll reach out to you to help get you there. Remember, the ages are 18 to 25. We want Chelsea wants the correct me if I'm wrong, but Chelsea wants this group because it's closer to her age, and she can relate to them a whole lot more, and we can break things down where you really understand, and then you won't feel judged or like if your parents can't come, so you can release information and be free and just express how you feel, and we can help you. She can help you get through it the best way she can.
And my email is chelseacox27@gmail.com as well.
Perfect.
Okay, so you guys, we did get a little deep there. You know, this is The Raw Approach. We cover every topic. There's no topic too big or no topic too small. We're definitely willing to discuss and create a dialogue about what affects our people in ways that help our people. This is the purpose for this podcast. This is why this podcast was created. This is a no judgment zone. So we not here to judge anybody, because we are far from perfect ourselves. Well, y'all know I ain't. But we working on it. We are working on it. So you guys are going to see us grow, and we hope you grow with us. Is there any closing remarks that we have?
We're not closing yet. We got a whole lot more show to talk about.
That's what I'm saying.
We got a whole lot more show. But just remember, this show, this is our first video on YouTube, and this podcast, this show, YouTube show, is to talk about something nobody's talking about. We have a lot of people about the situations that people want to talk about or some people are talking about, but they're not getting as deep into it as we like to get as into as we want to. So we're going to take a little quick break, and we're going to be right back. So grab a snack and come on back. Welcome back to part 2 of the Raw Approach with our special guest, Chelsea Cox. Chelsea,
Yes.
welcome to the show. Thank you for coming.
Welcome.
We also have a gift for you
Oh, really?
to represent the Raw Approach whenever you go out. So if you can hand us our gift, Bree.
Yes.
And it's a shirt.
Oh, this is dope.
Yes.
Show the
that's so
camera. Show the
nice.
people. Show the people. Yep, and that's
Yes.
our shirt. So thank you
Thank
for
you
coming
so
and being a
much.
part of the show. There's also another gift coming. It wasn't ready yet, so it's coming to you.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's a
Yeah.
bag. It's a bag
I
for
feel
you.
so loved.
Yeah,
You are
so-
now a part of the Raw Approach
Yes, you are
family.
part of the Raw
Yes.
Approach family.
You can come
You
back
are-
anytime
yes.
you want to come back, talk about whatever you want to talk
Yeah.
about, okay?
So she's a part of the Raw Approach family. She's
you
a
so
friend
much.
friend of the show.
Yes. Definitely a friend.
Yep. So in part 1, we talked about depression and anxiety, and that is something that our guest Chelsea has overcome in her life. So Chelsea, just to drop right into it, how many years or how long did you deal with anxiety and or depression?
It was like about 10 to 12 years.
Wow.
Wow. For a young person, that's
Yes.
a lot.
From my
And,
childhood.
and how old are you?
22.
Wow.
Yeah.
So almost half your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it started as a child and
Mhm.
it went along for like the majority of my life, basically.
So that at what point did you realize you were depressed? Because as part of we can be sad, but overcoming that, when did you realize that it was no longer sadness, it was depression?
Because it was prolonged.
Mm-hmm.
We all have sadness in our lives, and it could be like a child being away from his mom or things like that, or being homesick. But when it's prolonged, that's when you know that something is seriously wrong.
Okay.
It's depression. Yeah.
And for those people who are out there, maybe who don't know about depression and anxiety, can you describe what depression and anxiety is?
Well, depression is actually a chemical imbalance in your brain, and it puts a negative filter on your entire view of life. So everything is negative, no matter how hard you try to be positive. It makes everything, you perceive everything as negative. So that's what depression is.
What about the anxiety part?
Anxiety is a feeling of being overwhelmed, and they go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have racing thoughts all the time. You're never at peace. You're never settled. Your mind is always constantly going, and you just don't feel settled.
Okay, so with the anxiety, because I suffered from that, I want to say it's gotten better. It's not as bad as it was, but with me, when I started a new job, I was going through some other things in my life, and it was just like I would have attacks like back to back to back, and that counting to 10, counting to 100 did not work.
Yeah.
It felt like your chest, like you're having a heart attack. Like it really feels real. Like, how did you get through? What helped you get through that anxiety? Because it was like dealing with anxiety, liquor don't fix that. Weed don't fix that.
Yeah.
Like you still go through it. Like you can be high and still have an anxiety attack just thinking about, you know what I'm saying, what you're going through and what you're facing and what you got to deal with. So what were some tools that you used to get yourself through those anxiety attacks?
Well, number one, personally, it was the breathing techniques that I did. It didn't go away overnight, but I had to assure myself that I was safe and nothing could harm me, nothing could hurt me, because that's what it feels like. It feels like you're on edge. It feels like something's about to happen, something bad is about to happen. And another thing that I had to do was face my problems head on, because what I was doing for so long, I was avoiding my issues, and everything was coming at me so fast. It's like I wanted to draw back and try to avoid it, but I couldn't. So what I had to do was I had to set aside each and every day and take it one day at a time. And I had to assure myself that I was safe and that, it couldn't destroy me or harm me. It was just too many things that I was dealing with at once. So once I tackled that one by one and taking baby steps, that's how I started to overcome that.
Yeah, that's what worked for me. Like I took stuff one day at a time.
Yeah.
And then I wound up moving. Like I wound up making some major changes in my life as far as people that I was around and the negative energy and
that plays a part too.
Yeah.
Negative energy. Definitely, I had to cut off, some people that had some of the similar. It was just a bunch of negative energy. And
They always got a problem.
It drains you, and you find yourself trying to figure out where it's coming from, and it could possibly just be coming from people that you're hanging around. You want to be Superman or Superwoman to everybody, but you can't be that way.
Yeah.
And your issues start to weigh. Their issues start to weigh on you. So it does play a great part.
Yeah, that was something that I dealt with, especially last year, 2018. It was really, really hard for me, where I really did want to give up because of things that was going on. It seemed like things weren't going like I wanted them to go, or like they should, like I felt they should be going. So that depression is something that I dealt with. I knew I needed to surround myself with positive people. I needed, I stayed in church to midnight, to midnight, 2-3 in the morning. We'd leave the church having fun, but I really had to just break away from everybody and just really focus on me. I couldn't take anybody else's negative words, and even though they weren't negative words towards me, but they were just negative words, period. It wasn't nothing that was building me up. It was actually being more of a burden to me, because I care for a lot of people. I really do, and I try to do what I can for whoever I can, no matter what. You can talk about me, but I'm still gonna be there for you. So that's something that I had to really break from. I had to really learn how to say no to people. Like, no, I can't hang out. No, I can't be bothered with you. No, I'm not answering this phone for you. So I had to really break from that. And then once I realized that broke, then I was able to be more positive, able to be more happy day to day. So that's amazing.
Now, Chelsea, when you realized that you were suffering from depression, did you feel like you had support, or did you feel alone?
Well, that's the thing. I felt alone because I was isolating myself, and what I perceived wasn't actually true. I felt like I didn't have anybody that was going to understand me, but the whole entire time I did. So once I began to be courageous and step in that season of getting help, it started to help me, because in reality we all have people. Even if it's professional help, it's somebody there that's going to help. So yeah, that's what I have to do.
I have a question now. When in dealing with depression, sometimes there's certain people. Did you have a trigger? And then if you did, how did you avoid that trigger or overcome that trigger?
Well, it was a series of life events.
Okay.
It all it started to get worse, actually. So as a child, I didn't know I was dealing with depression. I just thought I was sad or whatever. But it was just a series of life events for me personally, and it's different for different people, because some people, they lose a loved one. Some people, they have a bad car accident that they can't get over, and it's just different for everybody. Everybody has a different story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did music or social media play a part in your depression?
Music helped tremendously, because, of course, being a musician, that was my major outlet. Being able to just get lost in music, it was very important to me, and it was very, passionate for me. And social media actually did play a part in a negative way, because I started comparing myself to people that I saw on social media, and I felt like, well, my life is not matching up with theirs, or I feel like I'm not progressing like they are, so I let it play a part negatively.
Since social media played a negative part, how did you overcome? Because you still have social media, right? So how did you overcome from turning to negative to making it more positive?
Well, I had to learn that everybody lives at their own pace. Everybody's life is different. I started to just be depressed, like, oh, this person finished college before I did, or it was just, realizing that everybody has a different path. and your path is, nobody's path is better than someone else's.
Yeah.
Did you need to take a break from social media?
I did.
You did. Okay.
I did.
So while taking that break, did you? Because when I took a break from social media, it felt like a deep breath. It felt like a weight was lifted.
Yeah.
It was so refreshing for me not to see all these people fake happy.
Yeah.
It really took. I wouldn't have got back on there if it wasn't for this podcast, honestly, because I want to promote the podcast and I also be bored at work. But I want to promote this podcast because, this is something that's very important to me. But I also had to learn to look past everything because everybody, when you're young, you got a plan for your life. You got it perfectly planned out, and you think it's going to be just like this A1 white picket fence. I'm going to be married by 25. I'm going to have 3 kids.
That's important because, we go to church. So as, you go to church, they say, write the vision, make it plain. So as a kid, I wrote down, okay, by this age, I want to make this much money. By this, I want to make this. I want to do this. I want to do this. By this, such. So I had my vision, but they didn't say, "Oh, you're gonna go through some things that's that may detour you. You're gonna go things that might change your whole direction. God might speak to you. This might change everything around." So, with that vision might change. It wasn't just write the vision, make it plain, but be prepared for the detour. Be prepared mentally. Have a support group. They didn't tell you none of that stuff growing up. I feel like they held a lot of stuff back that they should have told. But now if you talk to an older person, they say, "Oh, well, nobody told me."
Right.
Well, dang.
Because then when it doesn't happen, we're disappointed.
Yeah,
and then
you're big disappointed.
The disappointment turns into upset, which turns into depression.
Yeah.
It also helps you look at your parents different. Like, well, how did you do this? You made it look so easy. You did it with no effort.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a little harder than what I thought it was. Yeah. So since we're talking about parents, so with you having both your parents in your life supporting you, was that something that helped you at the end, like, okay, yeah, I got this support, I got what I need, I got this, you know what I'm saying? Because there's some people out here that don't have both parent support. They don't have that type of support system that you have. So what would you say to the young people out here that don't have parents, that maybe living with an aunt or uncle who has their own kids that they have to worry about? They can't be worried about you and your feelings because they got to worry about what's going on there. So those people that don't have those parents, that they may have that friend, they may not have the parents, but they may have a friend. So what would you tell them, those people who don't have that support system as a parent? Because they say, because I'm the type of person, my parents is still in my life, my mama still pay my phone bill, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, don't judge us because we got some support.
Okay. And then for me, it was opposite. I had my adoptive mom, and I didn't have a dad in my life. She was married to somebody, but that clearly didn't work out. But
people are quick to say, "Oh, well, you had this support, so that's how you got through it. Or you had this." And
a lot of people say something based off what the outside look like, but they don't really know what the inside actually is. They didn't know that growing up, my stepfather was dealing with drugs. They didn't know my mama was dealing with depression or low self-esteem issues because she was married to this man and he was dogging her. So they don't know that. Then also I felt like with a real support system, somebody should have came in like, okay, if you did know about this, because we got family know what's going on, they gossip and everything. Nobody came and said, "Okay, let's just take you under our wing," or let's just hang out or nothing like that. So growing up, I did do a lot of depression because I was always alone. So now as I grew up, I'm more of a loner, and I have to be careful being a loner because sometimes you can slip into a depression and not even know why you're depressed. It just happens, So you gotta be careful with that. Like sometimes sometimes we people, we need a break from everybody. Yeah. But you have to be careful with that sometimes too. Because sometimes, everybody needs a little break, but when that break goes too far, you got to be able to reach out to somebody like, "Hey, I need to get out of this house and do something."
I did that. I took a break from the whole world. I said, I don't care who mad, but I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah.
So I got to work on this list. These folks got to get away from around me, okay? Because I got to be happy.
Yes.
But they say like, yeah, my mama she is a prayer warrior. Let me tell you, she can get a prayer through. But you got to think about it's me. I got to be able to do something for me.
Yeah.
Basically, a lot of people have to seek professional help, and sometimes that's what's best because you really don't have a support system at that moment. But I believe that God will give you friends, and He'll place people in your life at the right time. But for people that they feel like they don't have a support system, that's where professional help comes in. And it doesn't mean that you're crazy. It doesn't mean that you have to look down on yourself. It doesn't mean that you have to continue to have low self-esteem. But that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's what they're there for.
So did you seek professional help even though you had?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And as a black person, you know, sorry, black community, but as a black people, we're turned away from that part. We're thinking, you know, because they think, you know, if you see a professional therapist, you're crazy. You mentally something mentally is wrong with you, but it doesn't always have to be wrong with you. So, at what point, what made you decide to go and seek professional help?
When the anxiety got way too bad, I had a mental breakdown. It was just overwhelming thoughts. Like I became so overwhelmed that I just got mentally burnt out, and I was like, I cannot take this anymore. Like, I can't keep doing this. I need help. So that's what I did. I sought out help, and even when I was younger, you know, I would try to seek help, but I was really trying to feel like I didn't feel like doing all that.
Yeah.
But as I got older, I was like, okay, well, I'm getting older now, and I really do need this because I don't want to carry on to when I'm 40, 50 years old, and then all of a sudden I'm depressed and don't know why. So I wanted to get to the root of it at that moment. So.
Okay, just a question. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Did the doctor try to prescribe you anything? Because that's what most people that I know that actually went to go seek out help, it's always some type of prescription or some type of something to mask the feelings that they have. So in your case, if you want to answer, you can. Did the doctor try to prescribe you anything, or was you accepting that, or how?
I believe in a lot of holistic care, and a lot of depression and anxiety has to do with your health as well. What you eat, how you carry yourself healthy, like as far as what you eat and everything like that. It does play a part. So they did try to prescribe me, but I didn't really accept that because I knew that if I just ate healthy and everything, and I put my life on track, and I got closer to God, that it would, surpass.
So talking, that did help you get through
without
the medication.
Yes. Talking
Okay.
did help.
So everybody don't need to be medicated.
No.
Okay.
No, I agree. Okay, now, what would you say to a person? If you have some viewers, what would you say to someone who is dealing with depression and anxiety? What would you kind of encourage them, or what would you say to them?
Well, number one, you are not alone. That's the number one thing. You have to understand that you are not alone. There's so many people that's dealing with what you're dealing with right now. And the main thing that depression does, it feeds you negative thoughts that you are alone, but it's not the truth. There is always help. He gave the hotline for the mental health hotline that you gave.
I'll give it again.
Yeah.
If you or anyone you know is suffering with mental illness or mental health issues as depression or anxiety or anything just being too sad, where you see that they're sad and it's getting ready to go over to a depression, you can call the 24/7 Mental Health Helpline, and that number is 844. Hold on, it's 844-549-4266. Once again, that number is 844-549-4266. So please call, get help, seek help. You can reach out to us on social media for some help, or just to talk. If you want to talk to somebody, I'll be available on the Raw Approach.
Message us at the Raw Approach.
Yes.
on every platform at the raw approach at gmail.com. We are definitely here to listen. We're definitely here to answer your questions. We can definitely help you seek some type of help in dealing with what you're dealing with, because we don't want you to feel like you're alone. We've all suffered with depression at this table before in some sort of way. So this is a no judgment zone. Like, we've all been at that point where we wanted to give up. So we understand where you're coming from. It's never a case where you can say that nobody understands, because you don't know everybody's journey. Every person at this table has been through some things. We can relate to you in one way or another. If I can't relate to you personally, I guarantee you I know someone who can. So we just really want you all to be happy. We want to love on y'all so y'all can love on everybody else, so we can stop this old depression thing that's going on.
Right.
Because love is the cure. Show folk love. Love on folk. Let me tell y'all, Sister Foster, that whole 10 minutes that she hugged you, I forget about everything I'm going through. Like, I be there, forgot about everything. I just fall in her arms, oh, you know what I'm saying?
You need that.
You need that hug. Some form of embrace from somebody else. You need that, just to know, hey, I've been thinking about you. I love you.
And it's okay.
I got your back.
It's okay, yes.
Go to church and get you a mother.
Yes.
A real mother.
A real mother.
A real
You ain't
mother.
seen a real mother till you know it's in church.
Yes.
Get one that wear a hat, the biggest hat in the church.
So,
Just go hug her. I guarantee she ain't gonna stop you from hugging her, okay? The mothers will love on you, okay? Go to church and get you hug one of the mothers, okay? You can get everything you done went through, and they get some chicken. They done make
Make sure you fed.
They done got you some food.
You definitely gonna eat.
yes. Okay.
Yes.
So, any
Any
closing remarks?
Also, depression, it could also be an underlying medical issue. So I do want to encourage, everyone to go, not just to a therapist, but go to the doctor and get checked out, because what you're going through could possibly just be from a medical condition that you don't even know that you have. So I just wanted to add that as well. And do not isolate yourself. That's the biggest thing. Do not isolate yourself from the world, because you won't really stay there longer and you'll be in deeper depression. So just get help, and everything is going to be okay, because everybody here has gotten through it. So can you.
Yes, and this was just like recently, you know what I'm saying? I've been free, like, this is about 3 months of being free. You know what I'm saying? Whole first season I was depressed. Y'all better go listen.
Look, we was going through it. And here's the funny thing. The funny thing is, before I started my current job, I hated my job. I was so depressed, and got the new job. It was all good, making more money, you know. And then it was like, okay, I'm back to this depressed state. Then I met Mama D.
Yes.
And then she brought you two in my life. And so it was a good thing. So everything, even if you are depressed, it is always a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes,
you will
always.
be okay. And you
Always.
will have people that have your back, whether you know it or not. So
We definitely are here, and we definitely want you all to know that we are praying for you, and we are definitely here to love on you. We love everybody. This is the season of love, y'all. I am on cloud nine.
yes.
You know, that love.
Right.
Okay.
Last season, I wasn't feeling no love. And wasn't trying to love nobody, okay? Last season, I was angry. I was real angry last season. See how, let me tell y'all.
Look at God.
The changes that was made this season in my life is unspeakable. Like, the peace that I have, the joy that I have cannot be explained. So it's possible. I was at a real dark place not too long ago. It's possible for you to actually get through this thing. Because I was one of them people who did not believe it. And I was getting tired of church folk telling me to pray. I prayed.
I prayed.
But faith without works is dead. You got to pray, but you also got to put some action to that prayer. You got to go seek some help. You got to change some things in your life. You got to make it. You can't just sit there and pray and sit there. Like you got to, faith without works is dead. So We
Get to
love
work.
y'all, and we hope that you take heed to what we're saying. We're going to give the information for the event one more time. Go ahead, Chelsea.
That's this Saturday.
This Saturday coming up.
Yes, it'll be from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at Efficacious Ministries. The address is 17390 West 8 Mile in Southfield, Michigan. So come out. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be chill, laid back.
1 to 3, right?
Yep, 1 to 3.
1 to 3.
Ages 18 to 25.
18 to 25. Yes.
Unless you're personally invited by me.
Yes, I hope to see you all there.
Yes, definitely will be there. Thank you, Chelsea, for coming on the show. You are
was a
definitely,
joy
yes, it was
having
definitely
you.
a
Ain't
joy.
she fun? Y'all gotta hear her play the drums.
Yeah, she got to be
I'm trying to tell you, if you ain't never shot it before, when she get on the drums, the feet go get the moving. I'm trying to tell y'all. I ain't never heard no drummer like this.
She is one of the
Let me
baddest
tell you.
drummers. One of the baddest drummers across Detroit, the city, the nation, the world. She is one of
When
the
she
baddest.
played them drums, you couldn't tell she was
Okay.
going through nothing. I'm trying to tell you, I didn't know she
Yes,
was going
I
through
didn't know
nothing.
either.
I know.
I thought she was warm for me. Okay, so we just thank you for tuning in to The Raw Approach. Definitely hit us up on social media. The Raw Approach all across Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and therawapproach@gmail.com. So,
Chelsea, your information.
Chelsea, your information one more time.
Facebook, Chelsea Cox. Instagram, Seabree Official. And my email is chelseacox27@gmail.com.
Make sure y'all like and follow her. We definitely will be in support of her on the 23rd for her event, Mental Health Awareness event. And thank you for tuning into The Raw Approach.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.